Hey guys, Eric Peacock here with Pure Beauty Fitness, and we're talking about our GPS here. This is the first step of the Man Up program. And the point of this is we want to make sure that we have a direction we're going. When we have clarity on where we're going and how we're going to get there, things become much more motivating and purposeful. So I'm going to cover 3 points. This is going to be your homework in the next few days for your action steps in the app. And we're going to create your GPS. We're going to create your destination. So number 1, we're going to have a SMART goal. Now this is something that people really mess up a lot, but we have to make sure that this is really well defined. So a SMART goal, the first 2 letters, specific and measurable. Okay, what do you want to do? You know, a lot of people will give these like really vague answers like, I want to get more toned, I want to lose my gut, I want to get stronger. Define what those things are, all right? If you don't know, if you need some help with that, you can definitely reach out to me through the app, and I can help you with that. But you know, for instance, if I'm going to get specific and I want to get strong, maybe I want to deadlift 300 pounds, right? That is specific versus, oh, I just want to be strong, right? If I want to lose my gut, maybe I want to have a 34-inch waist. I don't know what that is, but make sure it's specific and it's something we can measure. Number 3A of the SMART goal is attainable, all right? I'm 50 years old. I'm not going to ever be an NFL linebacker, all right? So be realistic with your goal, all right? You're not 25. You're not a college athlete anymore. You're not a gym rat anymore. So be realistic with where you're at and like what is attainable. And once again, if you need help with that, reach out to me. So be realistic. Make sure it's something you can actually reach for that's going to challenge you, but it's not over the top. It's not like the land of make-believe, all right? This isn't a fairy tale, all right? Number 4 on there is relevant. Right, your goals should support other areas of your life. This program is not about you being all about you, all right? This isn't about you becoming a gym rat and being all about your transformation where you let everything else go. Think about this goal as how is it going to support other areas of your life? How is it going to make you a better husband? How is it going to make you a better father? How is it going to make you more productive at your work? So these are important things. So when you put this goal together, it's designed to not just make you better in one area, but in multiple areas. And I'll give you an example. In 2019, I did a fitness show. I know that's kind of a crazy goal, but one of the reasons I did it is because I knew I needed discipline in many areas of my life. And one of those areas was my finances. So not only did that goal, go in for that goal, create more discipline in my fitness and my eating, it also created me more discipline in my finances. And by the end of the year, I paid off all my debt, what had taken me many years to do. I finished that big goal this year of becoming debt-free in my business. So that's just one example. And then the 5th one on the SMART goal is timely. What's your deadline? All right, don't just have this open-ended deadline. One of my good friends says no pressure, no diamonds. So what basically means you got to put a little pressure on yourself. All right, think about when you had to work towards a work deadline, or you had to work for a final in college. You worked focused and you didn't procrastinate. So create your own timely deadline. And then number 2 is, what is going to fuel you to do this, all right? It's great to have this SMART goal, but why are you doing this, all right? What is the reason, all right? Don't just say, I should get in shape, I want to be there for my kids, I want to feel better about myself. Those are very shallow answers. Go deep with that. What is the driving purpose behind that? One of the things you should really ask yourself is, how does this goal fit into who do I want to become? Right? That's what it is. What is this? Here's what I want. Here's who I want to be, and how does this goal fit into that? The purpose. All right. You know, I feel like fitness for me, and I'll use myself as an example. It's not just back in my 20s. It was very shallow. It was all about trying to look good for the ladies when I go out to the single bars. Right. That was it. That was very shallow. But now, as I'm 50 years old. I'm married with kids. That is not an issue anymore. Hopefully, it's not an issue. Right. I want to be one of those creepy old guys in the Trans Am. But anyway, I want purposes because I model for my kids what I want them to be. So one of the big things is I have to model discipline and health for my kids, because what kids see is what they do. They don't do what you tell them to do. They do what you show them to do. And also because I work as a fitness professional, I am supposed to be an example, not lead by example, in my opinion. If I'm one of those people that says, do as I say, not as I do, I'm a hypocrite. And I do not want to be a hypocrite. I want to be a person of integrity. So if I'm sitting here telling other people to do something, I better damn well be doing it. All right, so those are just some things I want to cover on the purpose. And then number 3 is the action plan. Okay, we got the destination, we got the reason why it's important, but how are we going to get there? And this doesn't need to be a book. Sometimes as you get motivated, you want to write out 10 different things. You can't focus on 10 different things. What are 2 to 5 things you can focus on week in and week out? There's a great book called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, and it talks about doing little things over and over again. Wash, rinse, repeat. That's the key to success. A lot of people think you got to do tons of stuff to be successful. My most successful clients keep their action plan short, the least effective dose, and that way they can be more consistent. So think of what are the major things you got to do and that are going to move you forward, and not every little thing. All right, then it becomes this wide list, and it becomes paralysis by analysis or just overwhelmed, and I don't go anywhere. So your assignment here in the next couple days is to go somewhere quiet where you're not distracted, and you're going to sit down and you're going to pen this out, and you're going to get this written out. And that is the key thing. You got to have it written out, not typed out, because when you write it out, there's a connection with your brain. So write out your SMART goal, why it's important, and what's your action steps to get there. And I'd love to have you take, once you do that, is share it with me on the app or on the Facebook group, and that way we can kind of give you some feedback on it. You might need to tweak a few things, tighten it up, but it's important to get this step done, because I'll tell you what, once you have a direction to go, you can put the car in drive and you can go full speed ahead. Otherwise, you're kind of just stuck in neutral, spinning your tires. That's my lesson for the day. We'll see you next time here at Pure Beauty Fitness.